Okay, and last one for the day is you've got these decimal numbers and you have to convert them to fractions. And the thing that you do when it's easy to convert any decimal number to a fraction, you look at what the last number is here. And you know that this number is 2 places after the decimal point, and it means it's 5/100ths. So anything that's 2 places away is always counting in hundredths. So now I just turn this into the fraction of 15/100ths, because that's what the number 0.15 means. It means 15/100ths. Now I have it as a fraction, but I'm not allowed to keep it like that because it's not in its most simple form. Both 15 and 100 have 5s or 0s after them, so we know that they can be divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3, 100 divided by 5 is 20. It's now of the form 3/20ths. 20 is not a factor of 3, so that's the most simple form. So as a fraction, 0.15 is equivalent to the most simple form of fraction, 3/20ths. Then we do the same things with the next one. 0.45 is equivalent to 45/100ths, which we simplify top and bottom by dividing both by 5. 45 divided by 5 would give us 9. 100 divided by 5 would give us 20. That's the simplest form there as well, 9/20ths. What do we do then when we get this one as 36/100ths? Doesn't go by 5s, but it does go by 4, because 4 9s are 36. So we divide top and bottom here by 4, because 100 also divides by 4. So we get 9, and 100, 4s into 10 go 2 times, 2 left over, 4s into 25. So we get 9/25ths is our most simple form of the fraction there. And our last one, 0.18, is the same as 18/100ths, which neither of them, they can't both be divided by 4 or 5, but they could both be divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 goes 9 times, 100 divided by 2 goes 50. So we get 9/50ths. What would we have done if we'd had a decimal like this? 0.125. We'd have looked here and said, well, the last number in our decimal means thousandth. So we'd have changed this into 125/1000ths. And then we could have simplified by dividing by 5. Let's start with dividing both by 5. 5s into 12 go 2 times, 2 left over. 5s into 25 go 5. So we get 25, and 5s into 1,000. 5s into 10 go 2 times, and those 2 zeros left over. So we get 25/200ths, but still we've got 5s and zeros there, so we have to divide by 5 again. So we're still not ready. We make 25 divided by 5 is 5. 200 divided by 5, 5's going to 20. 4 times, 40. We're still not done. We've still got 5s and zeros here. So we have to do it again. Divide top and bottom by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 40 divided by 5 is 8. So we can see that the decimal number 0.125 is exactly the same as the fraction 1/8. And you keep on simplifying until you get down to a fraction that you can't simplify anymore. So converting decimals to fractions is quite easy if you use that skill. Look at what the last number is. If this is hundredths, turn it into hundredths, then simplify. If the last number is thousandths, turn it into thousandth, and then simplify.